So here, Kieran Beattie, another good win for the second 15 on Wednesday. Tell us a bit about that.
It was brilliant. Yeah, we didn't expect that scoreline. We've been putting some big results together over the season, but I think you know, boys, when they get it right, pretty devastating, and that's the real pleasing thing. And the challenge is to continue that for 80 minutes. And you know, we've been disappointed when we've had some big results because of the way we've played. Whereas Newcastle away, you know, it was a tight affair, but we're really pleased with the way we went about our business for 80 minutes. It was the same on Wednesday. It just seemed to be that we've got the bit between our teeth. A couple of things to work on, but you know, boys are really bought into the game plan, the defence and attacking game plan, and I think now they're seeing that works, and it allows them to bring their best bits to the game as well. So it's not just about following a structure for the sake of following a structure, it's about them being able to showcase their skills. And yeah, it's brilliant, we're in a really good place at the minute. The challenge is now heading into Leeds this weekend to keep it going. I think we've now qualified for the quarter-finals. We just want to keep the ball rolling, and certainly from what I've seen so far, nobody's taken their eyes off the prize.
Saturday with the first 15, tell us a bit about that.
Oh, deflating, I think's the word. DMP, I think that's 11 games unbeaten. I think they're the most informed team in the league. And they showed just how to win a game. Awful conditions, but that plays into defence's hands, I think. So it's always going to be a defensive game. So we really dug in that first half to go in. The conditions were massively against us in that first half. To go in 12-7 down, you know, we really tried in the last play of that first half. We were buzzing. Thought we could feed up to that defensive energy in the second half. I know Dave will touch on it more, but yeah, just from our point of view, it wasn't great. And you know, as coaches, we're kind of smiling, but well, it's a great learning for us. It's got something to work on, and as long as we do learn, that's great. And we've got to take that forward in a Blackheath game now that, again, at their place, they're near the top of the league, so we have to learn fast or we're going to struggle.
And do you want to give us any comments on the first weekend of the Six Nations?
I know you'd ask that. Comments? Not overly surprised in terms of, I think a lot of people were writing England off for some reason. No right to. Good team. From a Scottish perspective, I thought we did all right. Lacked a little bit of punch and attack, but we've shown recently that we have got that capability. So disappointed with the result, but excited to see what happens from our point of view. We have a tough ask against Wales this weekend, but a really exciting championship.
So here, George Shooter, another really good win for the second 15 last Wednesday against Northumbria. Tell us a bit about what happened.
Yeah, we're very convincing win. Northumbria, a good team. They gave us a very hard game up there, and obviously the return fixture to deal with the travel, which I suppose took a little bit out of them, but they were certainly getting stuck in for the first 20 minutes, half an hour. Our guys showed a lot of composure, went into the half considerably up, I think 20 or 30 points up, and would have been very easy just to sort of relax and coast in, but fair play to them, they kept at it and played really well in the second half as well, and finished off with an excellent victory. So very pleasing to not let Northumbria score a try as well. It shows a sort of a good attitude, a good respect to them as well. We carried on playing for 80 minutes. So yeah, very pleased with the way the second team played.
And on to Leeds for the second team this Wednesday. Gives a bit of a preview of that.
Yeah, another tough game. Leeds again came down here before Christmas and were very competitive for a large part of the game. So although their league position suggests otherwise, they're a very good team. So we're not taking them lightly at all. We're in a pretty good place at the moment, mentally and physically. We've got I don't think we've got any injuries really. So you know, another couple of good days training, and we'll go to Leeds with a really good attitude. And you know, we'll have to play well to win, but I think we're capable of that anyway.
And finally, give us your thoughts on the first weekend of Six Nations.
Well, a bit up and down really. I think the Ireland-Wales game was a cracker. Italy-France was actually quite engaging as well. The Italians did very well. Actually, I thought the England-Scotland game was a little bit It was a bit scrappy because of the weather, I suppose, but good win for England. Well, just played the right game plan. Scotland probably a little bit disappointed with the way they play. I'm sure they could play better. They perhaps just got stifled a bit by England, and it's a tough place to play up there when it's wet and windy, and England traditionally don't play well at Murrayfield, so good win for them. And yeah, it was a decent start, I suppose.
So who director rugby Dave Morris? Tough one for the first 15 on Saturday, give a bit of an idea of what happened.
Yeah, very tough day. Tough day because of the conditions, obviously that applies to both sides. We were very happy with the first half, thought we had great energy about the side, never questioned the boys in terms of their attitude and their approach going into games. And playing into the wind, I actually thought we showed a lot of patience in terms of keeping hold of the ball, and tactically we were pretty astute as well. We leaked a try just on the stroke of half time, which was a bit of a blow, but I think going in at half time, just 5 points down, we were pretty happy. Complete contrast in the second half, where some of our basics, some of our line out, our set piece, some of our decision making about how to use the wind behind. And it's not always that easy when the wind is really strong like that, but clearly, we had an advantage there and we didn't really capitalise on using it. So frustrating day for everyone, because we certainly felt we were in a position to get something out of the game. So to come away with no league points, which are very critical to us at this stage of the season, where we are on the table, ultimately left us pretty frustrated.
On to Blackheath for the first 15 this weekend. How you going out with the guys?
Well, we just got to. I said about that frustration there. We basically got to pick out what worked for us on Saturday and look at what the fixes are from the things that didn't go well, and we can't mope around and be thinking about that's one that got away. We just haven't got time to do that. We've got to get excited about going into the game against Blackheath. We know exactly what the challenges they'll bring. They'll know the threats that we're going to bring. Let's about turn up with a great attitude and get our game out on the park.
A few exciting things happening internationally with some of the boys in the club at the moment. Tell a bit about that. Yeah,
there's been some really good opportunities for some of the lads. Henry Whedon last week trained with the full England side, just to provide some numbers in preparation for the Calcutta Cup game. Currently up here we got the England under-20s training, and 5 of our players are training with those guys at the moment, again to help them with their preparations. And it's just good, the campus is full of national governing body activity, and obviously we're really proud to have sort of a spread of England representative sides training on campus, and it's good experiences for our guys when we can help out like that.
And finally, what were your thoughts on the first weekend of the Six Nations?
I didn't really watch the England-Scotland game particularly carefully, Liz. I was sat with you and the performance analysis team, basically winding Andy up, and that took precedent over watching it. And then the Wales-Ireland game, got my little boy dressed up in his full Welsh kit, which is pretty sweet, but again there's a little bit of multitasking going on there, but I actually thought that was a good game. And a draw is probably a fair result, but a deflating result for both sides, that it effectively eliminates a Grand Slam and a Triple Crown for both those sides, but good game of rugby.